using the old Handycam. Now I would say what I'm doing right now is actually mostly a test of the UV filter. As you can see, there's the sky and there are mosquitoes following me everywhere. But that's not quite true. We should have put mosquito repellent on before I came out here. See, maybe if I zoom in on it, you can start seeing some of the clouds. I'm really only out here because of the fact that Penny and Dee is installing updates right now. Let's see, there's our little critter back here. Doesn't look like it. There used to be a tree right here. I don't know if you remember some of my older videos. There was a tree here, and those used to be in front of it, but of course the tree was dead. And so it's been taken out, and this is what's left. There is a stump under this, at least as far as I can tell. All this stuff back here needs to be snipped. Good thing there wasn't a hole back there with some kind of animal living in there, because if it and I were to encounter each other, well, I don't know what it would do, but I can tell you right now that, to use a technical term, I would go completely apeshit. But anyway, I don't know what this is, but it needs to go. Well, obviously these things, the hedge is starting to fall down because it's getting old and there's no support because there used to be trees there. I don't know what the deal is with this. There needs to be a fence put in right here because it's completely open. That's coming down. The shed, which I don't usually go into, there's probably something living in it, if I had to guess. Open it up. It's all kinds of pool material, but it smells musty in here. And there could very well still be something living in there. It's not climate controlled and actually kind of stinks, so I'm going to go ahead and close that. Smells of mold, so it's probably high time that this comes down. I can't even close the door right. This is the only way that keeps it closed, and it doesn't even close properly. So you can see there used to be some things there to keep these doors closed, but over time, since those were removed, they don't quite close properly. I remember when they used to be small enough to fit underneath that door entryway. My, how times have changed. In fact, holding this at arm height, I still can't fit in it. But anyway, take a look at some other things. That's glitter right there. Needs to go. There's lots of weeds back here, probably getting eaten alive by mosquitoes and other things. I think this has been here for over 10 years now. And it's still working. Seems awfully small for the house, though. Doesn't really cool things down to my degree of cooling. This hose has been replaced. That's actually a refrigerant line. That has definitely been replaced because the old one was basically rotted. This is the replaced I don't know what you would call that, dryer flap? I don't think that's the right word for it, but there's the old one. They both used to look like that. The one that was here was missing all of its flaps, so of course we had to replace it. This is the fence. This right here is the fence that goes over there. I don't see any incriminating information on that, but you can see the kilowatt meter. I don't know, it looks like there's something missing here. But this is something of a sad story. As you can see, the liner is busted in it. And it needs to be replaced. I don't know when they're going to come around and do that, but all of this stuff is still here. Probably need to get new hoses, because they're starting to look kind of gross. Of course, there's water in there. Too bad. Oh, there's a ball there. That's interesting. I don't think any of my other cameras will be able to see this. I don't know if the IR filter is working, or what's going on with that. This right here actually is the range exhaust for the range hood. You can see it's been there for years, but it's kind of weather beaten, but it's still okay. There, of course, is the light. Again, it's been there for years. I don't know how you buy bulbs for that anymore. See more of the beautiful sunset over there. As the sun sets, figure I'd be outside for sunset. Walk around, and again get eaten by bugs, although that didn't happen. There's currently work being done down there, but anyway. Right here you can see where there used to be a sandbox. And that huge thing used to actually be here. There used to be a play structure with a slide and swings and everything right here. In fact, I remember it very vividly. I used to have fun on that back in my younger years, but obviously when this was put in, we could no longer have the slide and any of that stuff. And it ended up getting repurposed as a sort of deck. But that's going to have to go anyway, because we're going to have to put a real deck in. That's not really a real deck, or what I would consider to be a real deck. Doesn't look like there's any wasps' nests around here. There used to be one right there. Or, I think it was over there. Of course, it's not there anymore. Here's the filter opening. Interesting to look at as the sun sets even further. I'm also testing the battery on this Handycam to see how long it lasts. Let's see if some bozo left this door unlocked. If I can get in there. Nope. The door is not unlocked, and unfortunately, even if I had the key, this thing's not set up to use the key. Wow, this door is in terrible shape. It needs to be repainted. Or better yet, we need to put a new door on it. Let me see if I can get into the garage and we can take a look at some other things. That is kind of in the way of the fence, so that's going to come out of there. In fact, most of this stuff is going to get clipped probably tomorrow. If I have anything to say about it, I can do that. And oh wait, actually I can't, because the electric weed trimmer is broken. So it looks like I'm going to be doing something else. I suppose like somebody has a fireplace on or something like that, but it's definitely not fireplace weather. I'll tell you what, using this thing to see where you're going is not necessarily a good thing. It's not a great idea either. But the opener. Be careful with the show here on the YouTubes. Are there any foreign objects or bugs floating around in here? The only thing I hear is the buzz from this camcorder. It doesn't look like there's really anything floating around in here. Unless we get to see the low light performance of this camera. Open up the LCD here. Look at some of this other stuff. Tennis rackets and other devices. There's the weed eater. It might still work. I don't know. I should probably test that out. Canoe. My bicycle, which needs badly to be cleaned. There's dust all over it and dirt and other grime. But what it does have is actually really neat. It's got one of these things for storing junk in it. Haven't ridden this thing in a couple of years. Need to take it out and do something with it. Of course, there's spider webs growing on all this crap. That's pretty much trash. It's pretty broken. In fact, this thing's broken too. Probably could stand to be thrown away as well and replaced. Need the second one in probably 10 years. But that's okay. We have a rusty... I don't know what the actual proper term for this is, but I'm going to call it a squeegee for self-purpose, and I think that sounds rather cool. I'm sure there's a name for it. Hockey sticks galore and other things. This window's been replaced. This was the one that somebody shot a hockey puck through. Other gardening tools and windows and other things. That is a brand new rake. At least I think that's a brand new rake. Maybe it's not a brand new rake. I don't know if that's blue colored or what that is. The camera can't see it though. I mean, I can see it, but the camera can't. There's not really enough light in here, and I don't think this thing really works that well. I don't think so. It's too bright really for the camera to even see. What I can see, some of those, only the first rung is on. Maybe it'll get better as it warms up, I don't know, but I mean, you still can't really, you can see the top now, I guess. That light's not heating up, so I don't know. I think that thing's gonna have to go. No, that's aqua green though, so that's not new. That one is though. That one's definitely new. Let me turn that off because it's something of a hazard. I don't like it. CFLs really don't appease me, especially those ones. Those ones are really off color compared to this. It's still here, the 3rd horsepower Stanley 860 door opener. Oh, I'm holding it backwards. And even after that incident, well, it's still not perfect. But it does definitely work, I would suppose. There's a switch here. I have no idea what it does, but it doesn't seem to do much of anything. I don't want to flick it. I flicked it before. Don't know what that particular piece of artwork there is. There needs to be more light in here. This is not enough at all. There we go. There's all the things on. Probably won't last for very long though. Here you can see the electric blower and the lawn mower. 4.5 horsepower. What does that say? 148cc gas mower. Some other pieces. The light's flickering. Of course it is. It's a piece of junk. Here, phone ringing. Oh, that's dangerous. Alright, that's coming off. That's that light flickering like that. It's arcing off of something, so that's gotta come out of the... Probably gotta come out of the ceiling. It's gonna have to be taken a look at. Open this up. Take a look inside. That's kind of dangerous. I don't know what I'm hearing out now. Like dogs of various kinds. The sun is basically set now. I see my mother. Went out for dinner tonight, and he isn't back yet, but you can see just beyond Maynard. What's left of the sunset. Unfortunately, no image stabilization, but that's okay. This grass is not in the best of shape. This thing sees pretty well, though. And the battery lasts for a long time as well. This is the garden. Maybe not so much all of its pretty colors. There isn't a lot of color to this year. It's mostly oranges and yellows and purples. It looks like a thistle. Well, it is a thistle, but it's not the weed thistle that usually you find growing in your yards. It's actually, I don't remember what they call that. I think it says right there. No, that's these things. Which are actually pretty cool. If you look carefully at them, they're kind of fuzzy. Those are aduratums. I'm pretty sure there's another way to say that. That's more correctly to say it. But anyway. 15 minutes of unnecessary video later. Let's see if I can close that door from here. Apparently I can. That's pretty cool. That's also pretty much going to do it for this video. So, thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. This is CP666 anyway. I hope to see you next time. Till then.